Your cruise cabin matters more than you think. Welcome back to my series, DCL 101. Today we are talking all things cabins, staterooms, why Disney Cruise Line cabins are designed with families in mind, and how to select the perfect cabin for your family. Disney offers inside cabins, which are cabins on the inside of the ship with no windows. Ocean view cabins are going to have either one large porthole, a medium-sized porthole, or two smaller portholes, and veranda cabins that have private verandas. Within the veranda category, there are several different types of verandas. There's a solid white wall veranda, there is a clear plexiglass wall veranda, and there's what's called a navigator veranda, where you're basically going to have a large porthole opening in a solid wall out on your deck that has no covering on it. So it's really nice when you are traveling maybe to a cold weather climate. Disney also offers concierge class on all of its ships. Different categories come into play depending on what ship you're on. Most of them you can get a family veranda, which sleeps up to 5, a 1-bedroom, a 2-bedroom, or one of the specialty suites. The new ship, the Adventure, is actually going to have inside concierge cabins as well. Typically, inside cabins are the cheapest on the ship, but not always. So inside cabins, you may have one of two categories, a standard inside cabin or a deluxe inside cabin. A deluxe inside cabin is going to have a split bathroom. We're going to get to that in a second, and a little bit more square footage. A standard inside is going to have just one bathroom with all of the bathroom fixtures in it, and it's going to be a little smaller. It's important to note that the Wish class ships only have standard inside cabins. So let's talk about the bathrooms because they are geniusly invented. First of all, it's a split bathroom in most of the categories. That means that you are going to have one bathroom that has a vanity and a toilet. The other bathroom is going to have a vanity and a bathtub with a shower in it. And that's what I really love about Disney is every cabin, unless you're in an accessible cabin, will typically have a bathtub in it, which makes all the difference if you are traveling with little kids. Most cabins on the Disney cruise ships are going to hold between 3 and 4 people. In that setup, you're going to have a queen bed. The queen bed does not separate like on other cruise lines. Sofa bed with a regular mattress, a twin mattress in the back of it. So they actually fold it out. It's a regular mattress. You can get a mattress topper for it if you want a little extra cushion. And then during the day, it gets put back behind the sofa. If the cabin sleeps 4, you're going to have a Pullman bed that comes down from the ceiling. It's going to be a twin size. If you need to sleep 5 or you want 4 separate beds in your cabin, you're going to want to book a family cabin. Typically, those are verandas, and they're going to have an additional twin bed that is a Murphy bed and a little bit of extra square footage. Cabin attendants are going to service your room twice a day. In the morning, they're going to do the main cleaning. They're going to make up all the beds. If you want your beds put away, which most people do, they're going to turn the couch back into a couch. They're going to put the Pullman bed back up so that you can enjoy that space and the couch during the day. If you don't want those things put away, you just have to let your cabin attendant know. It's not a big deal. And then in the evening, typically when you're at dinner or the show, they're going to come turn down your room for bed. That means they're going to pull out all the beds. They're going to make you a towel animal. They're going to leave you some chocolate. They're going to open up the curtain that separates the queen bed from where the bunk beds are and get you all ready for bed. I love this. Many cruise lines have gone to 1-a-day service, which means you're living with the beds out all the time, which is not my favorite. All of these cabins are gonna have a ton of storage. The beds are tall enough that you can store your luggage underneath. You're gonna have drawers and shelves, ample storage for your whole family. That is not a concern on a Disney cruise ship. Disney is notorious for having the best, most comfortable bed you will ever sleep on in your life. It will truly be the best sleep of your life. One question I get all the time is how safe are the verandas? The veranda doors are really hard to open. First of all, it's going to have a handle and it has to be rotated 180 degrees. And when you do that, you're actually slightly lifting the door, so it's heavy. The second thing is at the very top of the door, there is a safety latch, which has to be toggled open to open the door. In addition, the railings on the side of the cruise ship are tall. Also, if you're looking at the Dream or the Fantasy, the Wish, the Destiny, or the Treasure, most of those verandas are not actually over the water. Most of those are over deck number 4, where the shuffleboard cords are, kind of overlooking the lifeboats. So if somebody did climb up and crawl over, they're just going down a couple decks. They're not actually going into the water. Now, if you love to cruise, I'm so curious what your favorite type of cabin is. I personally love a veranda. There is nothing like having room service, which is included, delivered to your cabin, eating breakfast out on the deck, watching you pull into port, or just enjoying a sea day. It is my favorite go-to thing.